Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Here's Hudson. Lee outside. Jacks up a three. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Mobley. Here's Rice. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Off the inbound. Francis' shot is off. And here is Lee. In the game against Boston, very impressive.
Yeah, how about the range there from Zerbiak? He doesn't hesitate when pulling from outside.
Here's Francis. It's a three-point game. Outside Thomas. Pass to Francis. Here's Catchings. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Garnett the pass to Nesterovic, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Francis. Last game we saw him score 32. Lee with the steal. Here's Garnett. Finished off the break.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Mobley. Looking to end the run. Garnett with the block.
Big block that time by Garnett, using every inch of that frame to get the block.
Here's Francis. 6 to shoot. Over Hudson. The Rockets with another miss. Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against the Celtics in Boston.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Francis. Mobley outside. They set the pick. Here's Rice. Outside Thomas. And some nice passing there by Houston. Francis' shot is off.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Kevin Garnett's teammates trust him to throw it down. That's why they lob it his way with confidence.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's Francis. Back to Mobley. Can they get it? Gets the three-pointer to fall.
For Mobley, three-point shooting is a specialty.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And Garnett, that's good. Garnett's got 6.
You got to keep your feet moving down low, and that time he did just that.
Rockets trail by 8. Pass to Rice. Here's Francis. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Mobley. Ring shot on the way. The shot, no good. Timberwolves leading by 8. Garnett outside. Pass to Nesterovic. That's a 2 from Lee. Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Garnett.
And the arms of Garnett go on forever. And that length makes him a problem on the offensive glass.
Mobley outside. Out to the right wing. Francis. Rebound, Minnesota. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and, you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
But how about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And he drives in. Hudson the best to Zerbiak. Knocks it loose. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Timberwolves on defense. Mobley outside. Thomas a screen on Lee. To the wing right side. Here's Zerbiak. That's good. And so Garnett with the assist. Zerbiak's got 5.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here is Thomas, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Takes a step back. Here's Francis. He's covered by Hudson. Clock at 2. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Hudson. And here is Serbia. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Nesterovic. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Pass to Francis. Another miss by Houston.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now, here's Mobley. 5 points in the game.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Rockets trail by 19. Timeout called, the Rockets. Look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Timberwolves making a switch here. Down low, catches, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Here's Francis. The three-pointer, no good. Minnesota leading by 17. Over in the corner, Lee. Pass to Brandon. And here we go. Fast break. Mobley's got it. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Oh, that was a nice find by Francis. He spots a wide open man and hits him in rhythm.
Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the middle. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Rockets trail by 17. Here's Francis. He has yet to score. Here's Mobley, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Mobley is really an outstanding scorer. Coutinho is a versatile player with a pure stroke as a left-handed shooter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Mobley.
You always have to take advantage of trips to the line.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Mobley.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Lee outside. Garnett right side. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Here's Francis. Scoreless thus far. And they pick up 2.
Read the defense beautifully, puts the ball on the floor and makes a play.
Timberwolves leading by 15. There's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Mobley. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Francis passes to Taylor. Here's Francis. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. No good on the triple. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from deep so far in this game. No good from Lee. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against Boston. Morris looking over the floor. Francis passes to Catchings. Houston moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Francis. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And Francis, fearless as a player. Somebody that feels like he can score inside anytime he wants to.
Lee outside. Fader on the way. And Garnett misses. Rockets trail by 13. Here's Francis. Outside, Taylor. Morris outside. Francis passes to Catchings. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Catchings has got his 2nd basket. Timberwolves leading by 11. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Serbian. Here's Brandon. Just 5 on the clock. Garnett the screen. Trying to get something going. Mobley with the rebound. He can't get it to go. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Timberwolves lead by 11. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
A big change to the playoff format, Greg. The first round is up to best of 7. It was best of 5.
Yeah, and no one is complaining about more playoff games. The intensity is incredible, but it'll be interesting to see if we have less upsets.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Slater. Back to Jackson. And he lays it straight in. Jackson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Love watching this kind of action in the pick and roll.
Rockets trail by 13. Hawkins with it. 8 points his last outing.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Morris. Inside. Here's Beck. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And there it is for him.
Good composure that time from Gill. Gets hit and still makes the shot.
And for Houston, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Hawkins passes to Taylor. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Fires from 18.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Back to Taylor. Pocket 6. Morris kicks to Taylor. The shot by Hawkins, no good. Timberwolves leading by 15. Pass to Strickland. And here is Serbia. To the paint. Here's Nesterovic. It's rebounded by Houston.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Houston moving the ball around to the inside. Pass to Beck. Now Hawkins out to the right wing. With his first shot attempt, the shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Smith. Strickland passes to Peeler. Here's Nesterovic, and they call an illegal screen here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Timberwolves. Season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now. And, of course, there's the Rockets, 10 games behind.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Timeout called, the Rockets. To the middle. And that one's good, Francis. Francis has got his third bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Peeler. Now here's Garnett. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Nesterovic. Good. It's Garnett with the assist that time. Garnett's got 3 assists now in this one. Here is Hawkins to the right side. Rice kicks to Taylor. Now Hawkins still scoreless. Francis. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You look at Steve Francis. He's quick, skilled, and fearless. Makes him a difficult matchup defensively.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, and Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
On the money from 12 feet away. Garnett's got 18 points in the game.
There's that silky smooth jumper of Garnett's. Nice elevation, and the height of the release point makes that a reliable mid-range look.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Peeler passes to Nesterovic. Lays it up and banks it in. Nesterovic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here is Hawkins. Hasn't made one yet. The Rockets with another miss.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Brandon. Pass to Peeler. Looks for Garnett. He gets it to him. Over Taylor. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
The height of Garnett's release makes it so hard to cover and opens up options for him offensively.
Rockets trail by 19. Here's Francis. He's got 8. Shoots. The Rockets again can't hit. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Peeler. Garnett outside. Over Taylor. And Garnett misses. Rockets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Francis. And here's Hawkins. All sorts of time. The Rockets with another miss. Here's Serbiak. Pass to Brandon. Six on the shot clock. Peeler passes to Serbiak. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Rice kicks to Hawkins. And some nice passing there by Houston. Francis passes to Thomas. On the left block, Taylor's shot, good. Taylor's got his first points in this one. Timberwolves leading by 17. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Houston making some changes. Catchings comes in for Taylor. And it's Mobley in for Hawkins. Hudson the pass to Trent. Garnett the screen. And he converts the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Francis. 8 points for him. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hits it from three-point range. Rice has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Timberwolves leading by 16. Hudson the pass to Lee. Garnett in the post. Thomas is there. Second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Garnett. Garnett's got 6 in the quarter.
The defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Pass to Thomas. Mobley wide open. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Smart pass leading to an easy bucket.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hudson the pass to Woods. Down low. Here's Garnett. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Garnett's got 24.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
Bounce pass, Thomas. Lee against Mobley. Pass to Catchings. Clock at 4. Houston needs to get a shot off. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. It's hauled in by Trent.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Here's Hudson. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Inside, a steal. Mobley against Trent. Thomas passes to Catchings. Mobley outside. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 17. Driving in. Lee kicks to Trent. Back to Lee. Pass to Woods. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. KG, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Francis. He's got 8. Rebounded by Hudson. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Garnett kicks to Lee. Over Mobley. No good from Lee. Rockets trail by 19. Trying to end the drought. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, he basically willed that shot to fall despite the contact he drew. That was a heck of a play.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
One shot.
And when you think of Rice, his consistency comes to mind, as well as that dead-eye shooting form.
Minnesota leading by 16. Jackson with the screen. Here's Gill. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Mobley looking it over. Pass to Francis. Back to Mobley. To the paint. Here's Catchings. Yep, that one goes in there. Catchings has got 6 points.
Gets it in close and doesn't waste that high percentage shot.
Smith with a screen on Mobley. Going inside. Tipped away. Here's Strickland. Still without a basket. It's good.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Francis. He's got 8. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Timberwolves ahead, up by 16. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Rice. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night.
And look at how Rice is just totally ready for the moment. Just put the ball in his hands, and he's good to go.
Here's Hudson. Pass to Lee. For 3. Here's Garnett. Down low. Garnett puts it in.
Some loud hustle points right there. My goodness.
Rockets trail by 15. Mobley outside. Outside Thomas. Here's Catchings. Back to Thomas. Here's Francis. A 3-ball. And Lee pulls it down.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And the basket by Nesterovic.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, He's looking at having a very big second half.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Rice kicks to Thomas. Lee with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Francis passes to Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Thomas passes to Catchings. Outside for Thomas. 4 on the clock. Here's Francis. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Lee finds Garnett. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by Mobley. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Francis. 8 points for him. They need this one. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Garnett on the money from 12 feet away. Garnett's got 4 points this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Francis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Francis has got 10 points in the game.
Nice little dribble move by Francis. Confused the defense and created space for himself in the process.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's Hudson. Pass to Lee. Three-pointer. And he recovers it. Hudson the pass to Garnett. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Mobley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And the first one drops.
What a player. His attitude and confidence, infectious.
And both free throws good for Mobley. Minnesota leading by 15. Garnett the screen. Into the lane. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Garnett really comfortable shooting as soon as he catches it. He's got a lot of confidence in his jump shot.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside Thomas. Here's Rice. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes. Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Here's Francis. 10 points for him. Mobley inside. Covered by Lee. Mobley kicks to Rice. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Francis. Rebound, Minnesota. Nesterovic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Garnett the pass to Hudson. On the wing, Lee. Shoots over Mobley. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Rice after the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Francis. Mobley right side. The Rockets again can't hit. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 12-4 run. And he jams it with authority.
Throwing it down, leave nothing to chance.
Rockets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And here is Thomas. Pass to Rice. And some nice passing there by Houston. Mobley up top, covered by Lee. Takes the 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And when you put up numbers like he is in this one, he'll get some recognition.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Hawkins checked in for Houston. Here is Smith. He has yet to score. Here's Trent. Here's the drive. Yep, it counts.
Right in the heart of that defense. Found a way to convert.
Houston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Rice, covered by Smith. Thomas kicks to Hawkins. 6 to shoot. Mobley double-teamed. Thomas, good.
You know, I think they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Minnesota leading by 20. Brandon the pass to Trent. Here's Peeler. No good from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Mobley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Brandon the pass to Peeler. Rockets with the rebound. Here's Rice. Misses the layup.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over.
Smith the pass to Woods. To the inside, Trent. The shot's good. Trent's got his second bucket tonight.
Brandon orchestrating the offense, a thing of beauty. I mean, he's superb at getting the ball to his teammates.
And Thomas, here we go.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Timberwolves leading by 20. Brandon the pass to Trent. From downtown, a three-pointer is right on target. Brandon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Mobley. 17 points in the game. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Mobley. Shot clock at 5. Down low, here's Thomas. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Thomas got his third basket of the night.
What a beautiful delivery there on the pick and roll. Allows him to make that catch in rhythm.
And the Timberwolves call time. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith with it. No scoring in this one. 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And it's Slater missing. Rockets trail by 21. Morris outside. Mobley outside. Outside, Taylor.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
18 feet out. Rebound by Smith.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Right wing. Lopez outside. Smith with a screen on Hawkins. Another shot. And it's finished off inside by Smith.
Good pre-work on the boards that time by Joe Smith. Got the offensive rebound and then went right back up with it.
Hawkins against Lopez. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Lopez. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Outside, Taylor. Pass to Morris. Taylor against Jackson. Shoots a fader. Minnesota with the rebound.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And that one goes long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Francis. 10 points for him. Fires for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Brandon. Over to the wing. Here's Serbiak. Here's Brandon. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Rockets ball.
The Rockets shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Pass to Morris. Here's Francis. Clock at 6. Elbow shot is on the way. And he hits the jumper for 2. Francis has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Rockets. Gill against Hawkins. Pass to Brandon. And here is Serbiak. Screen by Smith to the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Smith shoots such a solid percentage from the floor because he doesn't take bad shots. He typically takes good ones.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Lee's checked in for Minnesota. Smith outside. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's the screen. Brandon. It's rebounded by Houston. Morris outside. Taylor passes to Francis. Back to Taylor. Lee against Hawkins. Here's Francis. Shoots. Rebound by Serbiak. Here's Brandon. Pass to Lee. There's the three. And the three ball is good.
Looking confident on that jumper. You've got to be decisive to get that one off quick.
And so here is Houston. Here's Nockbar, covered by Smith. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garnett's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Catchings is checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Francis. 6 to shoot. Yes, that goes in.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Brandon, the pass to Lee. That 3 off the mark. Rockets on offense. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Francis. Back to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Taylor. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lob pass to Garnett. Now Hawkins. Lee with the steal. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist by Lee. Garnett's got 34.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Francis following the score by Kevin Garnett. Pass to Francis. Pulls up. The Rockets with another miss. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Minnesota. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. To the paint. Here's Catchings. Garnett with the block.
This is the kind of rim protection he brings. Superb work coming away with the block.
Here's Serbiak, covered by Morris. And Garnett misses. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Francis passes to Taylor. 6 on the shot clock. Catchings, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Brandon. Here's Lee. Here's Nesterovic. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Taking no chances there. He finishes with authority.
Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Francis passes to Taylor. Here's Francis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They could use a bucket. Minnesota with the rebound. Nesterovic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Lee. Beyond the arc. Catchings with the rebound. Catchings has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is Taylor, guarded by Garnett. Lee with the steal. For the 3. drills the three-pointer.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here is Hawkins. Pass to Francis. Another miss by Houston.
Coming out of the break, he has been ice cold. I mean, walking without shoes in Antarctica cold. Wow.
To the inside. Here's Nesterovic, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And the Rockets with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. They set the pick. It's Hawkins on the wing, covered by Lee, and the wide-open shot from Morris. Another miss by Houston. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Brandon's shot is off.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
The shot by Hawkins, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. It's intercepted. Outside, Taylor. Here's Francis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pass to Zerbiak. Here's Nesterovic. And they double up Garnett. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brandon. Hits the front of the rim and out. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Francis' shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Zerbiak. Now Garnett. He's covered by Hawkins. With some arc. In deep. Garnett drops it in. Garnett's got 10 points in just the second half. Hawkins with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Taylor. Here's Francis. 6 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Zerbiak. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Morris. And Morris has got the ball here for Houston. Another miss by Houston.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Brandon. Garnett, the screen. Driving inside. And there's the bucket from Brandon.
The first step of Brandon, so good. Helps him get to the hoop.
Here's Francis. And here's Hawkins to stop the run. Rebound by Zerbiak. Zerbiak's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Garnett surveying the defense. Nesterovic passes to Lee. Over Hawkins. No good from Lee. The Rockets shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against the Rockets.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Garnett.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Now here's Garnett over Hawkins. Pass to Zerbiak. Here's Brandon. It's Lee, top of the key. Garnett outside. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.